Hi, Matt with etrailer, and today we're talking about the Inno Gravity Ski and Snowboard Carrier on top of our 2024 Jeep Compass. Now this is going to be a great option for you because you're not going to have a whole lot of space in the back of your Compass because it's not a very large vehicle. And if you are able to get skis back here, it's not going to be a comfortable fit either. So a great solution for that is going to be putting them on top of your roof because you're going to have plenty of space to do that. And if you are looking for something that's going to be really easy to get on and off your roof, this is going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. We can start by talking about the operation. So one thing I'm not a big fan of with this carrier is this button. And since it's recessed, it can be a little bit more difficult to press if you have any thicker gloves or mittens on. But you can really solve that just by using the side of your hand instead and pressing in. So in the long run, it's not that big of an issue. Now, if you are shorter, it can be a little bit more difficult to grab these skis. I'm about average height, and really reaching in here and grabbing the skis is not too bad because this is a smaller carrier. We have more options on our website that do stick out even further. That can be more difficult, and you have to actually step inside the vehicle. Now, if you are shorter, you probably still have to step inside. But before we really take this off, I want to show you the back. And we have 160 centimeter skis today, and they are pretty close to making contact with our antenna. If you have even longer skis though, when I push up our hatch, you'll notice we still have a little bit of a distance, but if you have really long skis, that's probably going to make contact. So definitely pay attention to the length of your skis. But with that out of the way, I can remove our skis. And like I said, it is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is reach up here and pull them off. With the skis out of the way, we can take a closer look at the inside. You notice we're going to have this rubber molding, and what that's going to do is help your skis stick in place so they don't slide around and scratch each other up. And when you close this up, you'll notice on the inside, we're going to have a couple different hooks, and that's to accommodate different thicknesses of skis. So when I pull this down, I also want to line up with these grooves on this lever. We'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but with that lined up, you'll notice we'll have 1, 2, and sometimes 3 positions, just depending on the thicknesses of your skis. But at the bottom, we're going to have this lever, and this is going to work because we have this memory clamp system today. The way that works is when you loosen this up, I'll showcase it real quick. You can loosen and tighten this up. That's going to adjust where these clamps sit. Right now it's in the loose position, so it's really easy to take on and off. And this has already been adjusted to fit around these crossbars. So once we've adjusted it, all I have to do is push this down and it already grips in place, which makes this really easy to operate. And then on top of that, when I pull this top layer down, it's going to line up with that so I can't remove this lever. And that's going to work in conjunction with this lock core at the very front. That lock core is going to prevent anyone from coming by and taking either your carrier or your skis off your vehicle. We can get a few measurements just to get an idea of how this is going to look on top of our vehicle. And if I go from the top of our crossbar to the top of the carrier, that's going to be about 6.5 inches, which does sit up pretty high. It is because we do have that larger clamp, but that larger clamp is what makes this a lot easier to operate too. Now what I suggest doing is just taking the total height of your vehicle, crossbar, and carrier, so you know what areas you can make it under, anywhere like a garage. The next measurement I want to get is going to be the usable space of the interior. So that's going to be just slightly under 15 inches. So this is designed to carry 3 skis. What I suggest doing though is laying out all your skis so you know how that's going to look or fit, just in case you have different ski widths. Another thing you can look into, we do sell this as a larger version that can carry up to 6 skis. It's basically just going to be this, but then flipped on the other side, so it's just going to look like 2 back to back. Which leads me into the amount of space it's going to take on our crossbar. Today it's taking up maybe a little bit under half that space, which gives us plenty of other space for anything else, maybe like a rooftop basket, if you want to carry any of your additional gear. In my opinion, I think this is going to be a great pick if you are looking for that more budget-friendly option of a carrier that is really easy to get on and off, because maybe you are putting a lot of accessories on top of your roof, and this is taking up some space. You need to make room for it. Taking this on and off won't be an issue for you. Another budget-friendly option we're going to have is going to be the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier. But that was just a look at some of the features of the Inno Gravity Ski Carrier on top of our 2024 Jeep Compass. Thanks for watching.